Are you aware of the new hit-and-run law in India? It's a topic that has been stirring up quite a bit of conversation recently, and for good reason. The law, under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, is a significant step forward in the effort to reduce the number of hit-and-run incidents, which currently account for around 50,000 deaths every year in India. In the past, the penalties for hit-and-run incidents under the Indian Penal Code were relatively lenient. However, the new law has significantly increased the severity of these penalties. Drivers who flee the scene of an accident will now face up to 10 years in jail and a fine of 7 lakh rupees. That's a stark increase from the previous penalties, and it's a clear indication of the seriousness with which the government is now treating these incidents. Interestingly, the new law isn't just applicable to professional drivers. Private vehicle owners are also subject to this law. So whether you're a taxi driver, a truck driver, or just someone who drives their own vehicle, you need to be aware of these changes. The consequences of fleeing the scene of an accident are now more severe than ever before. The change in legislation aims to deter drivers from leaving accident scenes, ultimately reducing the number of hit-and-run cases. By increasing the penalties, the government hopes to make drivers think twice before deciding to flee an accident scene. It's a move that's been welcomed by many, particularly those who have been advocating for stricter road safety laws. In summary, the new hit-and-run law in India has imposed stricter penalties for drivers who flee from accident scenes. Under this law, fleeing drivers can face up to 10 years in prison and a hefty fine of 7 lakh rupees. The law applies to all drivers, including private vehicle owners, and is part of the government's ongoing efforts to minimize the number of hit-and-run incidents, which cause a staggering number of deaths each year. This law is a clear message to all drivers that hit-and-run incidents will not be taken lightly. It's a significant step forward in improving road safety in India, and a reminder to all drivers of the importance of taking responsibility for their actions on the road. So next time you're behind the wheel, remember the implications.